Hey there, geographers, it's Angela, and we are going to step into talking about Module 10, the Earth's atmosphere and atmospheric precipitation from November 1st to November 6th. And before we get started on that, I wanted to go over our schedule for the remainder of this semester. So, Module 10 is going to bring us to Sunday, November 6th. And then Module 11 is going to be a 2-week module that's going to take us from the 7th to the 20th. What that is going to afford us is we have November 11th, which is Veterans Day, off. So that gives us a little bit of time for a break within this 2-week module. And then it sets us up really nicely to make sure that during this whole week for Thanksgiving break, you're not going to have any work, unless, of course, you'd like to go ahead and catch up on anything that you'd like to catch up on with this class or any other class. And then after Thanksgiving break, we have 2 modules, and that's it, and a final exam. Also, I wanted to make sure to review with you that we do have a guided self field trip here, and it's extra credit. So I want to make sure to let you know about this because it's important that if you're taking a little bit of time off during Thanksgiving, or even if you've got a little bit of extra time during this 2-week module, you can go ahead and do that. There is a video guide here and all of the steps that you need to take provided in this link to the self-guided field trip. It's also included in our modules. If you have any questions about any of this, never hesitate to reach out to me. You'll also notice that when it comes to the final exam, you're not going to be able to see it right now because it is given at a certain amount of time and you do have a certain amount of time to complete it. So when we get closer to the time for the final exam, I will walk you through everything you need to know about that. But let's go ahead and click on our current module, Module 10. Module 10 is going to be pretty clear and straightforward. And in the overview, it's going to tell us what we need to know. We're going to cover learning about the atmosphere, the zones of the atmosphere, 2 specific layers, the troposphere and the stratosphere, why they're important and their characteristics. And one of the most important parts about the stratosphere is the ozone, why it's important and why we need it. So in this module, we're going to learn the lecture and we're going to take notes. We're going to complete the reflection after we've taken the notes, and this reflection and taking the notes are going to help us with the quiz. So what does this all look like? Well, first we listen to the video lecture, which is about a half an hour. I encourage you to take notes on this. Why? Because these notes are going to help you with your quiz. They're also going to help you for your final. After that, we walk through our reflection. This reflection, it will really help you. It's 5 questions. After you've taken notes on that about half an hour lecture, you're going to name 2 specific examples of something interesting you learned in this lecture. Name 1 question you still have. Name a real life example of how you notice what you've learned in your daily life. Complete this assignment, and this will reflect in examples taken directly from the lecture. And if you receive an incomplete score, it just reflects the fact that you're not using terms referenced from this lecture. So it's really important that you watch this specific lecture. After you take notes and you turn in those notes, you're going to take a quiz. And after you take your quiz, you are done with this module. So I hope this is simple for you. And as always, if you need anything, text me or send me an email.